loves the air guitar, right? Yeah. Although I don't think you can see me playing it, but camera shot I had up here. Good morning, everybody. Odon here in the traffic center. Tri-State Traffic shows what you're watching. We welcome you to the big broadcast here for a Tuesday morning. Can you believe it's already Tuesday morning? Week one of the NFL is in the books, and for a lot of folks, I'm sure they're very happy. We are past week one. Wow, what a week one it was. We'll get into some of that later on in the broadcast, but anyway, I digress. Really, the big factor here in this morning's commute, my scan of the area, is the wet roads, and we are still seeing some rain coming down at a pretty decent clip through parts of Fairfield County and eastern Suffolk County as well. So just be careful out there. Roadways are awfully slick and slippery. Until we can kind of dry things out. It's been fairly stormy overnight, going into last night. When I got home about, I'd say, 8 o'clock or so, there was some fairly decent lightning. So Mother Nature, Mom Nature, as the G-Man puts it, putting on a show for us. But anyway, so things are slowly drying. Not even slowly, they're still wet. So you got to be careful. We do have some areas of flooding we have to talk to you about as well. Kind of really messing up the commute, especially out by the Throgs Neck Bridge. We've got some issues there in New York City. Let's do some programming notes here. We've got our live stream up here on Facebook and YouTube. So go ahead and pass that along to all your friends. Join us here in the conversation. Post up a comment. We'll be on until 9 o'clock this morning. So we will... Wow. Already 2.5 minutes in, we're already lost. I need directions. Anyway, so thanks a lot for dialing us up here on your Tuesday morning. And also, it is it is also the debut of the new Weather Center. And our Chief Meteorologist in Training, Mr. Jon Rocco, coming to us live from Rutgers University in Piscataway. We'll see Johnny here in about 12 minutes at 7:15. Unbelievable what John has been doing. The reports are a little shorter for right now. We're still trying to work out the format for where my program works with his system. So hopefully in the next day or two, we'll be able to work that out because I want John to expand on a lot of things. And I don't want to have him limited by time. So these reports, the initial ones are a little bit shorter than what John usually gives us, but we're working on that. So, but just take a look at the graphics. Let us know what you think. Put it in the comments. John's done a lot of hard work over the last month or so getting things ready. And it's great to see John. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, let's get it started here this morning. I don't know what's out my door. It sounds like a party out there or something. At 7:05, it must be the dog walking party, and I'm not part of it. Where are we going here? I can't see anything as the microphone's in the way. This half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the best place for your ice cream needs, the best ice cream in the land. And I apologize for not looking at the camera because I can't see anything. Yes. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. Head over to the website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. All right, let's get off of me here now, my big fat head. So we will start in New Jersey where we've got issues. It's like, when do we not have issues in New Jersey? It's like, Alexandra, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Another work from home day. Oh, that's good. So you picked a good day, another good day to be at home. That's where we're going to start here, is out problems probably in your backyard here almost. We got some major problems here along Route 3. Heading east at 17, we've got a crash being reported this morning, and our delays get back all the way to Bloomfield Avenue. So let's go to the cameras. Just moments ago, there was the right lane shut, but as you do see it here, we're not dealing with that anymore. So that is now out of the way. But again, as they say in the traffic business, the damage has now been done. Um, all right, so that's cleared now. So now New Jersey's kind of lighting up now. Broken down vehicle, outer bridge into Staten Island, 208 heading south of Russell Avenue in Wyckoff. Right lane is shut with a crash there. 206 in Montgomery Township. I believe that's is that Middlesex County? No. In a second. Parkway, southbound, getting onto 78. Crash there, 287. The northbound ramp to westbound 80. That's a big problem. Turnpike, car lanes south of 12. All lanes open to traffic. First, let's go to this one first, because I think this will be the impactful. I know there's cameras here, so we'll see if any of these work. There it is. All right, so that's northbound 287 coming here from right to left. Let's see if I can expand this. Let's see, where are we? So this is that ramp that kind of brings a big sweeping right-hand turn to get all the way onto 80 West. So that's shut down currently with that fuel spill being cleared. Now, let's do this. There is a secondary camera that may be able to show us the actual spill. This is the ramp here, but I don't know if it's on the ramp or because westbound 80 is, whoa, hey now. Westbound 80. So westbound 80 is fine. It's on that ramp, but I'm surprised. I guess they can't see it with the trees. I guess they just decided to leave 80 on that camera there. So, all right, let's minimize this now. Go to the 206 issue. Let's see what this is. Dutchtown, Harlingen Road. Belmead. Yeah, this is Somerset County. Wonder how the Griggstown Causeway is doing with all this flooding. I haven't heard of any reports of that going underwater, but you just, take a garden hose and that thing goes underwater. So it's really on the approach through Montgomery, Hillsborough. That's where that traffic light is out of service. Just go with the posted detour there. We'll go to 208 now. Again, this eastbound 3 is still jacked back to the Parkway because of that earlier crash that just got cleared a few minutes ago. And also because of the wet weather. There's the problems on 208 as you head south here this morning into Russell Avenue. Right in here, just south of it. Looks like the crash was just there. Yesterday I had my Ramapo High School shirt on. You can see the influx of kids being dropped off at Ramapo on Ewing Avenue. So there you go. And some of it also is people bailing out at 208, not realizing that it's just only another mile down the road. So they're going to go Ewing down to Franklin Lake to Sycamac, back to Cedar Hill Avenue. So this is another part of the reason why it's a little bit heavier than what it is. So we'll keep an eye on that. So 80 here is all jacked into 27, 28, 30, 34, 35. Through 37 into 42. And again, 287 is heavy here because there's no access to 80 West at this point. So this is abnormally heavy here. That shouldn't be there. 24 is all banged up here both ways, out through Columbia Turnpike. We go to the Parkway. Being hit hard from 135 to 145. East on 78 is really crowded as well. Maybe stay with 22 if you're coming out of this section of Union County out to Newark Liberty. Turnpike is being hit hard as well into 13, from 13A up into 14. The spurs are good until you get to 16, 18W there for the Lincoln. Get to the crossings in just a minute. And now we've got some trouble here, obviously, with the Outer Ridge crossing, a lane down there. And this parkway's been fairly busy this morning, I think, because of that crash just in the area of 12, which was right. That was going south. I think there was something on that list going north, just south of 12 in this area. But look at this parkway. So Justin, if you're watching here, buddy, I don't know if you're up. Pretty rough ride on that parkway all the way up and across the Driscoll. I would stay with Route 9. Go with 9. 287 building volume in Edison. Western parts of the state, 78, 80, 46. So that looks in pretty good shape. This morning we head south, 9, 18, 35, 33. I don't know if Anna is going to New Brunswick this morning, but 18, still pretty busy at the Turnpike, but that's just normal stuff. Mercer County, 295, 130, 206 is all in good shape. 195, Route 9, 37, 35. Again, down the shore looks great. All the way down through Beach Haven, Brigantine, Atlantic City, Ocean City, Seattle City, Wildwood. As we continue over to 55, 2 is all jacked here, getting into westbound 76, southbound 295, south of exit 30, into the Aljo curve is heavy. The Turnpike, though, is moving at a fairly consistent pace. Let's go to the weather page first here. So New Jersey, 78 east, eastbound at 31. 2 lanes are shut. Really? I don't even see any delays on that. I have a feeling that subsided. That would be my educated prognostication. First of all, you need cameras to work, and they just don't work. You know, maybe one of these situations where it's came up, well, it's passable. Drive with caution. 26, both directions, North Livingston Avenue Extension, North Brunswick. That's north of Route 1. We've got a lane down there. A highway right in here by Route 1. Watch for the flooding there. And then 22 east out by the Parkway. That goes underwater in 10 seconds. Right in here, but it seems to be okay. So that may be thinning out just a bit. So that's some welcome news there. I want to quickly show you before we go to John in the Weather Center here. Take a look at these Parkway cameras across the Driscoll. I want to just try to figure out what is going. Something's going on. We go the 29 Tower. I can actually see a peak of sunshine coming through. So here it's exiting for the Turnpike is really crowded. South of the Raritan Tolls. Steady moving traffic, though. That's not really getting off there. JG, if you're watching here, bud, you may want to get off at 125 and come into the old Victory Circle and take Route 9, I think is the operative camera to work. Come on. Look at that. The service road there getting out to the Turnpike is just really getting hit hard. Ouch. Starting to see some sun here peeking through the clouds. Let's see what the Art Center looks like down by Anna. Doesn't look terrible. It's kind of a gray. It just really depends. I think it's just kind of like just slowly getting out of the way north of Asbury. Yeah, it's kind of a hazy morning out there. Very quickly before we head to John in the Weather Center, you can see the latest radar here. This is what I was talking about as far as, central Suffolk County now, just getting drilled through Ronkonkoma, Center Reach, Midford, Central Islip. Big showers there coming through Coram and Selden, and eventually out to the east end, over to Riverhead, Hampton Bays, the Hamptons, getting another decent shot of rain this morning, and also southwestern Connecticut just now coming out from underneath the showers this morning. The radar progresses here. We're at 6 o'clock now, 6:08. You can see the fairly moving fairly quickly. So here it's 6:48, 6:58. So we're in the clear through southwestern Connecticut, 6:48. So that was our last radar. All right, so here we go. The debut of the new Weather Center. Our Chief Meteorologist, Jon Rocco. He wanted me to put up the banner for him, so I got to figure out where that is. This down. This. All right, friends, here we go. Drum roll, please. Right? I don't have any drum roll. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sir, I keep forgetting I have. Some applause to Johnny in the Weather Center. And John, take it away.
Good morning, everyone, here at Rutgers University. Taking a look at our headlines over the next few days here. We have a beautiful day today and no more rain chances for the rest of this week. Maybe a couple showers out there this morning. And we are only 9 days till the start of fall, so it'll be here before you know it. On your commute here on this Tuesday morning, quick shower possible in some areas farther north here this morning in the region. And then as we get into this evening's commute, much better. You may want the sunglasses for the evening commute. We'll be looking at a clearing sky and the sun starting to come out there this afternoon and going into the evening hours. So for today, we have 79 for Sussex, 83 down in Trenton, 82 for Camden. Down in Wildwood, a little bit cooler, 79 degrees, 81 for you at Atlantic City. And up toward the Hudson Valley area, White Plains at 81, 80 for Islip out on Long Island. Milford, Connecticut today, you're at around 79 degrees for your afternoon high. And for tonight, we got lows in the 50s and lower 60s, 53 up in Sussex, 59 here in Piscataway, 61 down the coast there in Atlantic City, 64 over toward Wildwood. Islip, Long Island, you're at around 62 degrees, 61 over toward the Milford area for your overnight low tonight. And as we take a look at that futurecast, again, a lot of sunshine out there today, tomorrow, even going into Thursday. So all you need for this week is not the umbrella, but the sunglasses. We're going to take a look at the tropics coming up in a few minutes and that full 7-day forecast, so stick around for that. Right now, we'll send it back over to Don Smith.
Thank you, John. Wow. Tremendous job there in the Weather Center. And definitely Johnny gets an applause there. So thank you, sir. Looks absolutely fantastic. Love it. Love the graphics. Looks absolutely tremendous. Very quickly before we go to our sponsor, thank you, John. We'll see you here in about another less than a half an hour, I should say. This is the issue at the Outer Bridge Crossing getting into Staten Island. You can see that it's just jacked up here. And also, as John said, we're starting to see some peaks of sun breaking through those clouds as that front is pushing further to the east now. So maybe bring the sunglasses along also now for the morning ride as well. But this is going to run you about 15 minutes or so at the Outer Bridge into Staten Island. We are going to now take a quick sponsor break for our friends over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, the best ice cream in the land. Head over to beautiful Cranford, historic New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the number. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. 908-272-3000. Again, go to CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for more information. There's just some of the wonderful ice cream that Ralph makes. The cotton candy, peach mango sorbet, the blood orange, and the lemon sorbet. It's just it's just an amazing assortment of ice cream. And you remember I mentioned that cornbread and strawberry jam ice cream. Bit of a, dare I say, an outcry on his Facebook page to have him bring that back as a full-time member of the lineup. That's how popular that ice cream was. So well, we'll see what Ralph is able to do. That may be a good ice cream for Thanksgiving, kind of a complimentary side for your Thanksgiving table, right? Chocolate cookies and cream, triple strawberry. We've got s'moreo, just a plethora of toppings here from the walnuts to the peanut butter to the marshmallows, to the marshmallow dressing, if you want to call it that, right? It's almost like salad dressing, right? Um, so he really has just an assortment of everything you can find at an ice cream shop. He has the sorbets, again, sugar-free options. He's got frozen yogurt. He has the Dole pineapple and raspberry whip, which are awesome. But still my favorite is that peach mango sorbet, just spot on. And he also has these wonderful ice cream sandwiches, the chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches, the flying saucers, the pillowy soft vanilla ice cream. So definitely head over to see Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and these amazing all-occasion cakes, the small rounds, the large rounds. Again, he also has those sheet cakes up to 40 people. That is a lot of cake. That is a lot of ice cream cake, my friends. So again, head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Head to his website, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com. Also follow him on social media, on Instagram, as well as Facebook. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So we thank Ralph for being a sponsor of the big broadcast. All right, so let's get back to our action now. We will head over to New York City now, and we've got some flooding issues here to talk to you about. So we want to go back to, I want to go to this here. Populate this. Now we're starting to see, oh boy, here we go. Lighting it up. Oh man, wow, this is going literally down the drain. So northbound ramp to the Cross Island, from the Cross Island north, lane is shut. It was, all lanes were shut, but southbound is also shut. Now the belt is shut, but really the Cross Island north at Utopia Parkway is shut there. The Cross Island south at Utopia Parkway, everything is out of service there. Eastbound on the LIE into Woodhaven Boulevard, everything is about 3 lanes are shut there. North on the Van Wyck at the North and 676 approaching the Van Wyck Expressway. Well, they're both one and the same. All right, so we got a lot to unpack here. So first, let's go to the city cameras. We'll see what we're able to see. Again, friends, we're live here on Facebook and YouTube. 7:23 is our time on yet another busy Tuesday morning. And again, traffic and weather always go together. And I'm imagining that a lot of the issues here with our flooding are because of those drains being clogged with debris from whatever, just, leaves, sticks, branches, garbage, and it just impedes the flow. Cross Island cross over the Utopia Parkway when they at Union Turnpike. That's all going north. I got to do this here. I didn't think that Utopia Parkway intersected with Oh, it's up there. Okay. Copy that. Up here. Oh yeah, Utopia Parkway. Roger that. Ooh, wow, look at that. Whoa, whoa. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at my pictures. Oh boy. This isn't a smart thing to do. I mean, I don't know how deep this is. I'm surprised that they're allowing even traffic to come through here. Dare I say I saw well, thought I saw a flashing light. That is not, well, there is one there, but why are they letting, wow, that's a lot of water. To that. Oh, look at that. There's a photo. Hey now. Hey now. Wow. Wow. All right. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's go to the state cameras because sometimes the state cameras actually will run more in real time. Let's see. Throg's neck. Let's see what we got here. Video is not available for this camera. Why? Not good. It's a great camera. Replace this other one with something. The city cameras are where it's at. Wow, look at that. That is a swimming pool out here. Hmm. Facing west. So this, I think, is north. I think this is going south. Pizza. Um, let's see. All right, let's put the traffic back in now. So just look, the bottom line is for now, just avoid this entire area. Just avoid it immediately. Just stay in your cars and look. I mean, we haven't got to Long Island yet. It's just been catastrophic out here. Let's go to, let's see if we can see anything on the LIE now. West. Oh, look at that. There you go. Hey now. Hey now. Going for a swim. Holy smokes. Let's go back here. Let's see if sometimes these cameras. Show video. There we go. That's a little bit better. Great. You got that camera and you got this one's actually a little bit better, even though it's not refreshing. Look at all that water. That's exactly what it is. That the drains are all clogged. They can't, alleviate the water. So that is the major issue there. Wow. All right, friends, it's 7:30 now. Let's reset. let's tell you about our sponsors this half hour. Is the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. Follow my man Omar there at Chop God, GO D on Instagram. Also, Nick and Anthony over at Maxim Motor Cars LLC, 303 West Clinton Street in beautiful Dover, New Jersey, in Morris County. 973-620-9060. Go to their website, MaximMotorCarsLLC.com. All right, so this is what we're looking at, just an absolute swimming pool full of water here on the eastbound LIE. This is, well, let me give you the locator here now. Just before you kind of come down the hill into Woodhaven Boulevard, right in this area here, just east of the BQE. So that's why part of the jacked up condition on the northbound BQE because of the traffic here east on the LIE, and then there's also another hit here. It looks like going south on the BQE. I mean, it is just catastrophic out here. So let's go back to the maps. We start along Staten Island. West Shore is fine. That's okay. East on the expressway here from the Goffle straight to the Verrazano is just buried in traffic. Right onto the eastbound belt, all the way out through Plum Beach. The inbound, this delay goes back from the Goffles across the Verrazano onto the Gowanus through Industry City. It's also the westbound belt is getting drilled here through 39th Street into the Prospect, all the way into the BQE. Looks like maybe there's a hit here over by the Brooklyn Bridge. Battery Tunnel, about 20 minutes plus, just sitting in the Gowanus disaster. BQE is all banged up. This whole area here is just hit hard with that flooding. FDR both ways at the south of the Ed Koch Midtown Tunnel, and then both ways into 96th Street is heavy. West side actually looks in fairly decent shape. Just coming off the George is what your problem is here this morning. West in the Grand Central is heavy. Out at City Field, I mean, it's just everywhere. Quite frankly, it's just everywhere. LIE both ways through the fairgrounds, Grand Central between the Kew Gardens interchange and the LIE is a mess. The entire length of the Jackie Robinson has stopped traffic. Both ways of the Van Wyck at Hillside is crazy out there. West on the Belt, Sunrise Highway into Cross Bay is busy. Widen this up one more. We go north on the Cross Island, the Southern, all the way up to the LIE. It's just all the way up to the Throgs Neck is just a massive delay. And everyone's trying to bail out here at the Clearview to head further north up to the Throgs Neck Bridge. Westbound, multiple reports of accidents here along the LIE. Let's just do some audit spot checks here this morning. See what we're up against. It's weird how that was all flooding out there, and now this seems to be fairly dry out here, depending on where those showers set up. 172nd Street. Again, we need the rain, but we don't need the rain all in one shot. Sun glare working into the picture now through those clouds. It'd be better off almost if those clouds kind of stuck around for another hour or so. Now you can see that sun glare. That's the problem. That sun glare is hitting those eastbounders right in the eyes. Look at that. Oh, look at that, because that picture looks like it's from about a month ago. That's fresh. Wow. Oh, man. Clearview is getting all jacked and tuned. All right, so it's just catastrophic traffic throughout the city. That I'm just going to go with it there. Let's go to the Long Island incident page here at 7:35. We're up against this morning. Broken down vehicle, west LIE at 51. Crash westbound 58, and then another crash going east, Horse Block Road. East 65. Bye. Let's come off of this camera here. This must be it here on the right. This must be the secondary one. Wow, that's a lot of heavy traffic. Oofa to that. This must be the one at 65 and ooh. Wow, that's a big wreck there. So this is out in Suffolk County, East LIE at 64. See that flipped over truck? Looks like to me, box truck maybe. Hopefully the driver is okay of that vehicle. Hopefully there wasn't any other vehicles involved, but that's a major accident right there. Again, not speculating in any way, shape, or form, but you can see how wet the roads are here this morning. So please drive with plenty of care. All right, they're going to zoom it in. We'll stay with it. That is definitely a box truck. Got Suffolk County Police on hand. Looking at that, how did that's actually it's on the driver's side door. So it's on the driver's side. That's what's on the ground. How did that truck get reversed? It must have maybe going east. It must have potentially just spun out and done like a 180, what have you, and then slid off into the ditch. Here comes the ambulance. So that's never a good sign either. I'm surprised they're even letting traffic through here. This is the eastbound LIE for crying out loud in the middle of central eastern Suffolk County. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's traffic, and I'm not looking to put our friends who are out there. Right, so they're doing something with the camera here. Camera offline. Oh, here we go. Wow. That is a big crash. So again, you're watching Tri-State Traffic Show live. You're looking at the breaking news here east on the LIE. This major crash here out by exit 64 with that box truck. You can see the ambulance has just arrived on scene. Again, there's a lot of activity here. And again, I think what's going to make the difficulty is trying to get the driver out is because the driver's door was lying on the ground. So now there's a front end loader. What is that about? Huh. I wonder what they're doing with that. Maybe they have to offload the box truck. I was going to stay with this in real time. My friends over at Inform. I don't know if my buddy Omar is off his shift just yet, but I know he was going in last night. Sent me pictures of wings over Farmingdale. Is that what is that there? Oh, there's another vehicle there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it right here. Right there. There's another vehicle. I didn't even notice that with the trees. I think that's what they're looking for as well. This is really turning into some scene here. How they're still like allowing traffic to come through is beyond me. So 7:40 is our time. I'm going to stay with this here. I know we haven't gotten to Connecticut or Hudson Valley just yet, but Want to continue to see where this progresses this morning. The old pineapple truck trying to get through. All right, so we'll come back to this momentarily. Let's go up to the let's go to the delays here. This, I mean, just trying to get out of Nassau County into Queens, you might as well just stay home until like 10 o'clock or something. I mean, it's just you're going nowhere because of the issues in the Cross Island, the LIE. I mean, this is just catastrophic delays here. This is like, hour plus just to get off of Long Island. Northern state, this is kind of just normal traffic here this morning. Southern state just getting drilled here from both ways, from 17 all the way out to into the 30s or so. And LIE just basically a parking lot from 60 all the way to about 48. Sunrise Highway at the merge is heavy. Obviously, we've got our issues there east on the LIE here by 112. That's with that flipped over truck. 25, 24. Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill Bridge, Hampton, East Hampton is heavy. Let me quickly just do this because I want to see where those showers are, because I maybe show you a camera on the east end. They're pretty much out. It's running fairly decently out in Hamptons. Let's see. We go to YouTube. Come on. There you go. Let's see if this camera is working. Oh, it was working. Yeah, you can see the ugly morning out there in Southampton Village. It's steady rain. Fishing dock. Commercials. Oh boy. All right. Oh, all right. We'll walk away from these now. So I'm looking to run commercials. All right. So let's. Sorry. Let's do this. Let's go to Connecticut. We'll check out the incident page there. See, we're up against 84 crash in West Hartford. 3332. Just are kind of regular delays across the sound. Things are beginning to dry up here just a little bit for us. Anna, I'm sorry about that. When you say this, holy smokes, hope the driver is okay. Yeah. We'll jump back into that after weather to see what the latest update is there on the LIE in Suffolk County. So Merritt Parkway, again, we'll go 48 down to 37. 95 is heavy, 27 straight down the line to exit 6. It's a ton of traffic. Just that's what it does. Let's go to Hudson Valley incident page. I'm afraid to even look at this because who knows how many incidents are lit up. Only 3? That's it? Really? Wow. Left lane on New England Thruway south after 15. Taconic south of exit 6 in Mount Pleasant. The shoulder is out there. Head here this morning. Looks like the 95 issue may be gone. There may be some standing water here, maybe on the Bronx River Parkway, the Deegan, the Thruway. This is getting drilled. I mean, absolutely hammered. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some standing water through this construction zone out at Yankee. The Henry Hudson Parkway is just absolute catastrophe. So is the Bronx River Parkway. Cross County, forget it, both ways. That's gone. I mean, just it's going to take gosh knows how long to recover there. The Bronx, we didn't even get to that. The Throgs Neck is just getting hit hard. So is the Whitestone because of the flooding issues here in the Cross Island. West of the Cross Bronx into Jerome. South on the Bruckner is heavy from the interchange all the way to Willis Avenue, north on the Deegan. 87 now buildings in volume east of about exit 1 through 5. Tappan Zee seems to be fine. The South Thruway here, 14 down to 12 is busy. Way Palisades, Route 6 be in fairly decent order. Everything out Port Jervis, again, this is all dried out here for the last couple hours. Beacon Bridge, Upper Westchester Dutchess, 84, 22, 6, Route 9. Mahopac, 84 West is heavy at 684. 684 South is just a mess as you get into Katona and Bedford Hills. And then also here on the by pace. Sawmill, Taconic, Sprain. There's the Taconic. Sawmill. Surprised these didn't go underwater with a lot of the rain that we had. All right. So speaking of that, let's go to the newly revamped Weather Center, and our Chief Meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco, is in the Weather Center with another check of the forecast here at 7:47. Good morning, John.
Good morning again, Don, and all of you watching at home on this Tuesday morning. Maybe a quick shower around this morning, but otherwise it's a beautiful afternoon we have coming up. No more rain for the rest of this week and only 9 days to go till the first day of autumn. Again, not a bad day today, upper 70s, low 80s. We have 83 in Trenton, 82 down in Camden, 80 for Millville, Wildwood at around 79 degrees. 79 as well up in the Sussex area. Over toward New York City, we have 82, 81 over toward White Plains, 80 for Islip, Long Island, and 79 up in Milford, Connecticut. And for tonight, we have temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Nice cool at 53 in Sussex for tonight, 60 down in Millville, 61 over toward Atlantic City, a little bit warmer in Wildwood at around 64, 63 up into New York City, 62 for Islip and Milford at around 61 degrees for tonight. Someone asked for the tropics update last week, so here is a look at the tropics. Not much going on. Earl and Danielle from last week are now gone. They are have-beens, and they are not currently impacting any regions. And over the next 5 days, only a 20% chance for tropical cyclone formation. So if you are traveling to any islands out there, the Bahamas or Bermuda, feel free to do so because there are no tropical threats anywhere in the Atlantic Basin in the immediate future. And over the next few days, we have a lot of sun over the next few days here going into the weekend. Upper 70s and low 80s for highs. Lows mainly in the 50s with some 60s for those coastal regions. That's a look at your forecast. We'll send it back over to Don Smith for a look at your traffic.
Thank you, Johnny, and outstanding job with the new Weather Center. Fantastic. I love it. The graphics are amazing. The red pops. Scarlet red for Rutgers. Absolutely looks fantastic. And, even looking at that 7-day weather forecast, it looks like, next week looks like it's going to get hot again. This weekend could be a top 10 weekend, maybe a top 5 with the low humidity and these wonderful early morning temperatures going to be into the 50s. I imagine Monticello could be pushing, in the 40s. So, I'm actually this weekend going to my brother's out in Pennsylvania, so it's going to be interesting to see how chilly it gets. How chilly it gets. All right, friends. So, Johnny, thank you, sir. We'll see you here in less than a half an hour of the check of the forecast. This half hour sponsored by The Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in beautiful Clark, New Jersey, conveniently located right off of the Garden State Parkway in between exits 135 and 136 on Raritan Road there. Right next to one of the last remaining Friendlies in the state of New Jersey. Shave Cave has that, classic barbershop feel with a modern twist. These fellas do a really nice job for your manly grooming needs, your fades, your crew cuts. long hair, short hair, whatever you might need, a hot towel shave. Go speak to my guy, Omar. He's right there in the center. Or any of the fine guys here. Anybody will take care of you. Just give them a call. Best to make an appointment because we're very, very busy. Again, dial up that phone number there. Be dialing, as Don West would say. The old Beanie Babies and the Pokemon cards era of the late 90s. But yeah, definitely give them a call. Head over to the Shave Cave. Tell them I sent you there. You saw it on that you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Please do. Love supporting local businesses. Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. And make sure you follow them here on their Facebook page, The Shaved Cave. And follow Omar on Instagram at ChopGod, GODDD on Instagram. So again, The Shaved Cave, we thank them so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. You can just see some of the work here. As we scroll down, regular day at the barber shop. Look at that. Some of these are a little bit just when he first opened. But so Alex is actually the owner of the Shave Cave. But again, opened right in the middle of the pandemic, beginnings of it. So it's been a bit of a, tough go, but he's made it through to the other side, if you want to call it that, and doing well. So again, head over to the Shaved Cave in Clark. Also, if you are looking for a quality used vehicle, our other sponsor of this half hour is Maxim Motor Cars in Dover, New Jersey, on West Clinton Street, which is really Route 15. 973-620-9060 is the phone number. Talk to Nick. Him and his father, Anthony, are the owner, proprietor of Maxim Motor Cars. Sells a fair number of later model vehicles. Not everyone can afford $38,000, $40,000, $45,000. So, he has some moderately priced vehicles in between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Some have a little bit higher mileage, but are very well maintained. He's very particular on picking his automobiles for you to buy. So, has a nice Mustang there, 94 Mustang, could be potentially a collector's piece there. At $11,900. Just sold this Infiniti X there, all-wheel drive. So that's been sold. It's 2008. He's got plenty to choose from here. Nice Jeep, 2015, 2010 pickup truck there, Honda Roadster, a Pontiac G8 base. Got a lot of mileage on it, but for $8,500, gets you from A to B and gets a little style as well. So give Nick a call. Once again, Maxim Motor Cars LLC, 303 West Clinton Street, Unit C. And there it is there, 973-620-9060. Give him a call and tell him you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. We thank Nick and Anthony, his father, for sponsoring the big broadcast. All right, so let's reset here. Let's go back to New Jersey now at 7:54. It's been just a bacchanal everywhere. All right, so we'll do this. 206 both ways here, Dutchtown, Harlingen Road, Montgomery. That's on the approach into Hillsborough. Everything is shut there. 24 east out by Columbia Turnpike. We've got a hit there, so let's zero in on that, shall we? It's right in here. Let's go to the weather page again. So it looks like all of our flooding issues in New Jersey have been cleared. That's helpful. Let's see here. Again, I don't know if Justin is watching. I haven't seen him come into the chat room just yet. But if he is going to work, this is big problems here on the Parkway. from the Bon Jovi rest area all the way into 287. Also, North 935 is getting hit hard. People are getting the word is getting out to avoid that. This turnpike here is still jacked all the way up the line from 11. Looks like there may be a crash on the ramp now. Really? Let's close out of this. No. Okay. All right. So we're going to jump really quickly back out to the LIE and we'll take a look at this scene. Did this clear? Incident off. How did that clear that fast? Really? Or did they shut the LIE and they're just getting, I think they closed the LIE is what it is. Yeah, I was going to say there's no way that they cleared that scene that fast. So it looks like they're being forced over the service road here. So that's what's really saving. That's what's saving the LIE from massive delays going east. But the westbound side has got a lot of rubbernecking delay into that same area. I was going to say there's no way that they were able to clear that that issue that quick. So we'll stick with this now. The front end loader is coming in. Stick with this to see what we got. Thank our friends over at Inform this morning. They're the traffic agency out on Long Island. They're part of the bigger agency group, the 511NY. Again, I don't know if my good friend Omar is still on the job here this morning, but I know he was working last night. Let's see. All right, so you're looking live. Continuous coverage of this issue here on the eastbound LIE. It's exit 64. Out in central Suffolk County, we've got that flipped over truck. The eastbound LIE right now is closed. They are diverting all of this traffic over to the service road. Now, if they leave that shot here, you see the skid marks here? I wonder if that had anything to do with this accident as far as what happened. Let's see. Going to the distance, guys. There it is. All right, so it's closed there, and everyone's being forced to the service road, and you basically just get back on through the traffic light and then continue further east. Now, whether this is going to be an AI job or they're just doing it because they need to get that truck up and out of the way. So now they're going to zoom in. They're going to show you the closure. But you can see how wet the roads are here. So it's certainly conceivable, it's certainly plausible that the fact of the matter is that that vehicle just slid both of them on the wet pavement. But you can see traffic is absolutely hammered. All right, friends, it's 8 o'clock here this morning. We're covering this breaking news of the full closure of the LI East here in central Suffolk County at 64 because of this big crash here with this flipped over box truck. So the ambulance is left, so more than likely you've got the driver out. Hopefully the driver is okay, but you can see what just the catastrophe of traffic behind it here this morning. Really a rough ride. Let's go back out here and we'll show you where that is. So this is at 112. So it's just in this area right here, just before that entrance. So basically what you're looking at is the closure. The camera is located here and they're shooting it this way. So you're looking at this traffic being stopped and it's being forced over to this. And then you can just get right back onto the LIE. So whatever silver lining there is, there's that. Or you could just stay with the service road as well, because that is one of the areas the service road is a fairly good option. So we are back to about exit, what is this? 63 for North Ocean Avenue. Yeah. All right. You know what? Here's the top of the hour now at 8 o'clock. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook and YouTube. Join us here for the next hour. It is just a catastrophe out here all over the place from these really heavy rain showers from last night, early this morning that have overswept the entire area with flooding and accidents. And it's just a horror show out here this morning. If you can do the work from home thing like Alexander is doing here this morning, that I think is the optimal time to call the challenge, throw the challenge flag, and go for the replay and go with the work from home. WFH, not the WSB, but the WFH behind my general hospital. I mean, it is just awful everywhere. I want to do a look at transit because we haven't even touched that in the last hour with all this flooding and these accidents. Let's go to NJ Transit now. 547 Port Jervis departure is canceled due to mechanical issue. The corridor, 7:10 arrival in the Penn Station, 30 minutes late, making additional stops for earlier canceled trains. 7:15, 6:25 from Jersey Avenue, 6 o'clock, all canceled from out of Jersey Ave. Lots of on the light rail in the Brick City. Lots of schedule changes there, so be careful. Looks like operator availability. That honestly looks like almost a sick out. Hudson Bergen light rail, 15-minute delays because of earlier power issues. Let's go to Path now. Journal Square, 33rd. Hoboken World Trade resuming normal service. Crews completed repair of an earlier switch problem between Newport and Hoboken. Apologize for the inconvenience this may have caused. Okay. Check out the MTA now. Gosh, look at this. Oof. Partially suspended, 2 and 5. Emergency teams found the person was struck by a train at East 180th. Wow. No train service, Jackson Avenue, Wakefield, 241. 5, Eastchester, Dyer Ave. No 5 train service, 149th, Grand Concourse, and Eastchester. Wow, that's a lot to unpack right there. We got delayed AC, remove water from the tracks, which I can imagine is probably everywhere. EFM at R, looks like an eye chart, delay while we address signal problems through Jackson Heights and Roosevelt Avenue. B and D south delays have removed the train. Move the train has brakes activated at Grand Street. What a horror show. L train relays delays both directions after remove water from the tracks near Lorimer Street. Wow. These are all just planned long-term repairs, so no delays for the morning rush. That's good. Let's go back to the well, I already got the New Jersey incident page up. This there it is. There's our crash. So, okay, there was another vehicle here. So this is where we're going to start again here at 8:04. That got hit from behind. I wouldn't be surprised if the truck hit the car from behind. There's a lot of damage on the back end of that car. And then the truck just slid out of control. I wonder which way this camera was pointed whenever this accident happened. Maybe it caught what was going on. Yeah, wow. So again, hopefully the driver is okay. Not quite sure what the front end loader is doing. But actually, I can't tell whether they've actually opened this up or what. I don't think so. There's more. No, it is. It's the police escort. So now they got the two. Now they've got 2 lanes of traffic open. Wow. They're trying to do the best for drivers who are sitting in that traffic, but to me, it doesn't seem like, I mean, if you just put an officer at the light to regulate the traffic to alleviate a lot of the vehicles there. Okay, so this is what you're looking live at east on the LIE at 112 at 64. That flipped over a box truck and another vehicle, got tangled up in a collision. Yeah, so there we go. So again, hopefully both drivers are okay. All right, let's go retool again. Let's start back in New Jersey again. Okay, so east on 22 up by Vauxhall Road, there's a crash. That's not good. 24, we got something out by Florham Park. And again, Justin, if you're watching, go with Route 9, bud. I don't know if he's even in the office today. So 22, that issue is right here out by what used to be the Chuck E. Cheese, out by Tiff's, really. So that is backing traffic up at 22 back to Fairway Drive. We had that earlier flooding. That's also wreaking havoc now on the Parkway, getting into the Colonia Rest area, all the way up the line into here. We're going to say from 135 all the way to 145 is heavy on the Parkway. East on 70 is busy right at a hillside onto the Bay Extension. The Turnpike is just slammed here this morning from 12 straight up the line to 14. You got no room to move there. We haven't done is the Hudson River crossings. I know I'm kind of just jumping all over the place, but an hour at the George, an hour at the Lincoln, a half an hour at the Holland. So again, this is one of these, like I say, work from home days. If you can possibly do so, please. I mean, these roads are just horrific. East on the expressway, 80 is busy from 28 all the way to 42. So something going on here on 206, I think, out in Andover. Wonder what the deal is with that. Maybe a crash there. Yeah, there's definitely a crash here at Limecrest Road out by the Andover Diner. That's all jacked up either direction this morning. Um, 287 looks like our flooding issue, our fuel spill issue may have cleared. Yes, finally. So both ways, 287 between Route 10 and Route 80 is heavy. Getting on to 24, going east is a mess. 280 east straight from West Orange all the way into Newark is busy. Route 3 is just a catastrophe here from east of the Parkway all the way out to Meadowlands. The westbound side is all banged up here. I think there's an accident here out by the American Dream. Let's go to the cameras. Let's see if any of the Route 3 cameras are working now. And let's see what we got. Again, we're live on YouTube and Facebook this morning. Three. Flank. East. Here at Wood Ave. That's going west. Looks like it's just west of the Turnpike. Is this crash? Between Route 17 and the Turnpike, that's where it is. It's almost in front of where you'd get off for the track, for the racetrack there. Here. That's why east has got a lot of rubbernecking delays as well. 80 is getting hit hard both ways here into Route 19. 208 is a mess straight out of Wyckoff all the way into Paramus. There's just nowhere to go. Parkway, again, busy across the Driscoll Bridge. Route 9 picking up a lot of alternate volume there. 18. I don't know if, Anna, you're heading to New Brunswick this morning, is all tuned up here, passing the Turnpike into Edgeboro. 287 is a mess both ways. Exit 13 down to 10. Then north, we'll see a lot of traffic from right off of 440 out to exit 4, 5 or so. 29 going inbound to the Trenton Tunnel is busy, but Monmouth County is faring nicely. Parkway 195, 33, 9. Parkway, Ocean County actually looks good. Everything down in South Jersey, we are fine. 55, 42. Again, the typical mess here of traffic in either direction coming up into 295 is heavy both ways at 295. It makes us 30 down into 26. That is going to be a lot of traffic as well. Let's do this now. Where to begin? Let's go back to the incident page because I think it populates a little bit better for New York. Let's see. More iconic accidents here. Weather again. Look at all this. All right, so let's go back to, I don't know where to begin. Let's go back here. City. Let's give you the highlights of what our flooding issues are. Let's see if any of this water is subsiding in any possibility. Yes, it looks like it's coming down here on the southbound Cross Island. Still a little bit of standing water, some puddles, but this was completely submerged here about a half an hour ago as we saw it. So it looks like that's beginning to ease out. Drivers. All right, let's go to the Long Island Expressway. It's right in here. 60th. This is where it was just the swimming pool, and it still continues to be that way. Yes, there. Look at all that water. Wow. Man, water. It's those drains. They just can't, they get clogged with debris, garbage. Adds up. Adds up. So this is all eastbound LIU traffic, which is not to be found into that flooding. Let's see what let's bring it down to the Brooklyn Bridge down this way. Let's see if there's any flooding here. I always get that camera wrong. Adams. Let's see. Come on. Wow, big helicopters flying over. Wow. Sound like Marine One or something. Now you can see from the cameras that, we're dealing with some sunshine now peeking through the clouds. So let's go to the city. And so we'll start here. West Shore is busy to Arden Avenue. The expressway straight across the island, Goethals, all the way to from the Goethals to the Brooklyn Bridge could run you, I don't even know. It can maybe run you an hour and a half. I mean, that's how bad it is. Could be 2 hours from Linden just to the Brooklyn Bridge. Nowhere for any of this to move. The belt is completely flushed down the drain both ways here at Ocean Parkway. Then again, both ways at Flatbush Avenue. Again, this Gowanus says it's got no recovery, zero recovery at all. West on the belt here in Queens is heavy out at the airport. Both ways the Van Wyck is heavy at Hillside. Jackie Robinson is all jacked up. literally jacked up both ways here, getting into Kew Gardens. Look at the Grand Central, I mean, look at this. It's everywhere. There's traffic everywhere. It's not even moving. It is just an absolute disaster, catastrophic. This has got to be the worst traffic I've seen since we've started. I mean, this is bad. This is really bad out here. Midtown Tunnel is probably close to 40 minutes or so. Ed Koch about 15. The east side, lots of stop and go volume here on the FDR from the Midtown Tunnel up to the Queensboro Bridge. And then again, both ways into the 90s, up into the RFK. West side is heavy off the George, straight on down into the 120s. The Bronx, south of the Bruckner, is heavy at the BRP. So is the westbound CBX. Again, Whitestone Express, the Hutch getting to the Whitestone Bridge has got to be at least half an hour or 40 minutes. Throgs Neck is at least a half an hour because of the flooding issues on the Queen side. Everything coming out of Yonkers is just well over probably an hour, 45 to an hour just to get down into the Bronx, to the Cross Bronx. It just has nowhere to go. There's just no it just, what are you gonna do? All right. So what we're going to do now is head to the newly revamped Weather Center, and our colleague, our Chief Meteorologist is training, Mr. Jon Rocco from Rutgers. Take a look at the graphics. Let us know in the comments what you think. And Johnny, take it away.
Good morning, everyone, here at Rutgers University. Taking a look at our headlines over the next few days here. We have a beautiful day today and no more rain chances for the rest of this week. Maybe a couple showers out there this morning. And we are only 9 days till the start of fall, so it'll be here before you know it. On your commute here on this Tuesday morning, quick shower possible in some areas farther north here this morning in the region. And then as we get into this evening's commute, much better. You may want the sunglasses for the evening commute. We'll be looking at a clearing sky and the sun starting to come out there this afternoon and going into the evening hours. So for today, we have 79 for Sussex, 83 down in Trenton, 82 for Camden. Down in Wildwood, a little bit cooler, 79 degrees, 81 for you at Atlantic City. And up toward the Hudson Valley area, White Plains at 81, 80 for Islip out on Long Island. Milford, Connecticut today, you're at around 79 degrees for your afternoon high. And for tonight, we got lows in the 50s and lower 60s, 53 up in Sussex, 59 here in Piscataway, 61 down the coast there in Atlantic City, 64 over toward Wildwood. Islip, Long Island, you're at around 62 degrees, 61 over toward the Milford area for your overnight low tonight. And as we take a look at that futurecast, again, a lot of sunshine out there today, tomorrow, even going into Thursday. So all you need for this week is not the umbrella, but the sunglasses. We're going to take a look at the tropics coming up in a few minutes and that full 7-day forecast, so stick around for that. Right now, we'll send it back over to Don Smith.
Thank you, John. Amazing work, my friend. It looks absolutely fantastic. Love the graphics. Really looks good. Again, these reports here are a little bit shorter than what Johnny usually does. We're just trying to figure out the format from when he can send it to me from Rutgers to my system. You got to get the handshake just right in order for it to work. So, but we'll be ironing out those details here in the next couple of days. But Johnny, it looks amazing. Thank you, my friend. All the hard work, fantastic. Love it. Looks better than most of the broadcast stations that are on the air right now. So you and your colleagues doing a fantastic job, and I'm excited to even see some of your other Weather Watcher members of the group sending over the reports. So outstanding. Johnny gets a round of applause from everybody here at the Fast Traffic Show. All right. So, speaking of, some of the sunshine, and you think ice cream, right? So you have to head to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for the best ice cream anywhere to be found. Our friend Ralph over there in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And this is the best place to get your ice cream fix on, right? Again, some of the best ice cream in the land, as they say. He has just amazing, a plethora of flavors across the board. As you can see, the newest members to the lineup are pumpkin spice, Oreo pumpkin, apple cider donut, cinnamon crumb. That's a great picture there. A little bokeh effect with the blurring in the background. But wow, look at that. That looked good. Does that look tempting? You could just eat all four of those little cups of ice cream, right? Absolutely delicious. Fantastic. So this is his fall lineup. Although, as you can see from the comments here, I know it's a little tough maybe on the small screen, but there's a bit of an outcry here for this cornbread and strawberry jam ice cream. Lots of folks there are really enjoying the strawberry jam and cornbread ice cream, which I've been told is I taste a little bit of it and it's fantastic. I just didn't get enough of it. But told that it's some of the best ice cream many people have had ever. That's how the high praise is going for the strawberry jam and cornbread ice cream. There's the sandwich boards there. He's got the peach mango sorbet. Also, kind of just sampling of some of the offering that he has across on the board. There's the sorbets there, the peach mango and the blood orange, the lemon sorbet. Let's take a look at some of the toppings here. He has the peanut butter and the marshmallow kind of dressing, if you want to call it that, that you can put on your classic sundae. Also, these wonderful Reese's Pieces, M&M's, sprinkles. I'm starting to get hungry. I need to eat breakfast very shortly. So he has just, something for everyone. Frozen yogurt, sugar-free options. He's got soft serve ice cream. He has the Dole pineapple raspberry whip as well. Also, these wonderful ice cream cakes for all occasions, birthdays, any kind of celebration across the board. And these wonderful flying saucers and chip witches, which are always a crowd favorite. So head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. Follow them on Facebook, as well as onto Instagram for the latest happenings at the ice cream shop. So we thank Ralph so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with that said, let's get back to the action here at 8:22 now is our time. And I don't even quite honestly know where to begin because it is just wow. Yeah, this is the worst traffic we've seen since this show began on May 9th. Yeah. This is bad, real bad. And it could take a while for this to ease out is the other issue too. So let's go to Long Island here. Again, just catastrophic delays coming off the island on the LIE from essentially from 41 all the way to the Midtown Tunnel. Meadowbrook Wantagh faring fairly nicely. Eastbound on the northern is heavy getting into the Wantagh, and then the northern getting drilled here from the Meadowbrook all the way out to basically the LIE. That's how bad that is. Southern State, a ton of stop and go volume here both ways in between the Meadowbrook and the Wantagh from 17 all the way out to exit 28, and then west from about exit 33 into 135. But Sunrise Highway seems to be moving pretty well. West of the LIE will go from 63 all the way through to 51. Sunrise Highway heavy here at the merge. We still have that crash east on the LIE with 2 lanes still shut there at 112. That flipped over truck. Let's see here. Whoops. Elizabeth. Yeah. Oh my God. So much red. Yeah. It's crazy out here this morning. Thank you for watching, Tegan. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is nuts out here. Again, weather and traffic go together all the time, and a lot of this is weather related. So to the Hamptons, Bridgehampton, Watermill, East Hampton, it's beginning to actually thin out a little bit. I'm going to bring up quickly the radar here because I think we're now offshore off of Montauk Point, just about. We're just about there. Are just about there. Another half hour, not even another. By 9 o'clock, this will have moved to the north and to the east. So now the North Fork, Greenport, that's really getting a lot of rain as well. But setting up that drought monitor, it'd be interesting to see how things have possibly improved in eastern Connecticut, Rhode Island, into central Massachusetts. Very interesting to see how that has hopefully alleviated some of the issues there. All right, so let's go to Connecticut now. Check out our friends in the Constitution State. Let's see if any major accidents. Still 84 west on Waterbury, 2221. 91. South 3332. Delays in the Merritt. Yeah. Let's jump across the sound, shall we? Whoa. Hey now. Widen this up. So, our heavy delays here, we'll go from 52 all the way through to basically 31. Well, that's a lot of traffic. And then 95 is from 28 down through just about exit 2. Pushing a lot of volume here, friends. Route 7, a lot of traffic into Route 50, into the Merritt. 8 and 25 south, busy there at 95. Take a look at this 84 mess here going west out of Newtown into Danbury is busy. Waterbury, that crash there at Route 8. Head up towards Litchfield, 8 Torrington, 63 in Goshen, 44, 272 is good. 7 in Cornwall, things are fine there. So, it's a tough morning out here. Not going to lie. It is busy, bad, real bad. Both ways of the Hutch here, south of 287 is fairly crowded. I'm surprised with all that rain that the Taconic, Bronx River Parkway, Sawmill, any of the parkways here didn't go underwater. So maybe the heaviest stuff was basically over the city and kind of jumped around lower Westchester. East along 287. It's heavy from right off the thruway from 13 down over to exit 5 or so. Let's see. Let's see. Rockland County Thruway 17A. 84. Beacon Bridge, it's fine. 684 west on 84 into Brewster, south on 684 is busy into Katona, Bedford Hills. Yeah, wow, what a mess here this morning. What a mess. So, let's do this. Let's check in with the Hudson River crossings. Why not? Again, friends, we're live here on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be up here till 9 o'clock this morning. Still an hour at the George Lincoln. Half, we'll go 20 to a half at the Holland. It's just nowhere to go. Let's go back to transit now. Still have our operator availability issues here along the light rail in the Brick City. 15-minute delays both ways through earlier power issues, Hudson Bergen. The corridor, I'd say give yourself another 15 or 20 minutes due to earlier overhead wire issues on the Amtrak side of things. Let's see. Let's see here. Where are we going? I digress. All right. Let's see here now. 8:30 is the time, so we are sponsored by Travels with Darley. Lovely and talented Darley Newman. Wonderful program on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Motivation TV's Journey. Head to our website, darley-newman.com for more information. We'll do sponsorship here at 8:45. All right, so I don't even know where to begin again. Let's go back to New Jersey. I guess we'll just do the cycle all over again, right? So yeah, there's the crash west on Route 3. We knew about that out by the Meadowlands. 130 on Lower West, east of Tunnelly Avenue in Jersey City. That is under the covered roadway. So, there are cameras there. Let's see. You can see that sun glare is in full effect now. This is all that traffic getting underneath the covered roadway. So if you're watching us in Hoboken, Jersey City, if you need to head to the airport this morning, go with the Bay Extension is the easier ride. This is going to run you about another 10 minutes underneath the covered roadway getting out to the Tunnelly Circle because it's just before you get to the circle. Unfortunately, I don't believe that the camera at Tunnelly is working. I don't think these cameras are in operation. They're still screwing around trying to put new cameras up or whatever they're doing. So, this is all the inbound traffic on the Skyway and off of Route 7 getting into the covered roadway. So that's why that is as heavy as it is, because there are a lot of rubbernecking delays through that stretch. Wow, awfully dark clouds there off to the west as well. What is that? This is at the Charlotte Circle, so this is off the new Whitpen Bridge, it looks like. Surprised there wasn't a bigger grand opening for the Whitpen Bridge. It's taken them years to do. They paved the exit ramp here, but looks like there's still a lot more work that needs to be completed. One at Palisades Park. That's not the camera I wanted. So we wanted the cameras on Route 3. Yes, that's where we're going to go next. Route 3. There we go. Route 3. Turnpike ramp. Wonder if they turn this camera around. I would say that is probably gone, but we'll see. It would have. See how that accident west on 3 is out of the way for us. That has been taken care of and completed. Was right here, now gone. But eastbound is still pretty heavy out to 21. The Parkway just getting hammered here both ways to the Bloomfield. 346 at the merge, just a disaster. So it's both ways of 80 into Route 19. South along 208 is busy from, again, the Wyckoff area all the way into Paramus. You can see 287 is getting hit hard from 47 down into exit 37 for 24. 80 is just a bacchanal here from 27 all the way into 42. I mean, it's awful. Northwest Jersey, for friends commuting to the Haynesville General Store, I mean, there's nobody out here. 206, 23, 94, Route 15, 206. There's still a crash being worked on in Andover this morning out by Lime Crest Road. Is another big problem. 206 Bedminster. 78 surprisingly is doing really well. 22 to Bridgewater. 287. 206 in Hillsborough is fine. Princeton, Route 1, typical traffic light delays there. Anna, if you're heading to New Brunswick, say a 9 o'clock departure. If you're still with us in the chat room, let us know how you made out. What time did you get there yesterday? North on 18 is busy up from Edgeboro into Route 1, but that's about it. And you're a good ride there. Again, this Parkway, you still cannot shake these delays getting across the Driscoll Bridge. Now maybe another accident being reported there. If friends at Turnpike Authority. Goody is watching. That's what his handle was on Twitter, or is on Twitter. This is all getting into the turnpike, but they need to move the camera around to the other side. What they need to do is to put the cameras that are actually at that interchange with 11. I bet you any money that's probably what they switched from the Parkway to the Turnpike because it changes designations. Aha. 11 Plaza. Pix 11. No. Pix Plaza. Wow, somebody actually moved the camera around to not look at a tree. On there. Looking for something. It looks to me earlier at 11. That's at 12. It's Toll Plaza. What do I care? So again, some of the issues on the Parkway are also correlated and related to the 287 delays. But, you can see the Turnpike is just from 11. We'll go 11 straight up to 14. You know what? Let's look at the travel times now. That's always a fun one to look at. Go toll roads. So here we go. So Parkway from 129 to 142 should take you 14 minutes. It's now double, so it's about 15-20 there. 78 to 280 is a 5-mile stretch. Take you 5 minutes. It's taking you just about double that. That's a major problem there, although I've seen worse. It's beginning to thin it out. From 8A to 14, 31 miles is well over a half an hour worth of traffic there. Well, I don't understand why they put such a large gap here. It should be the marker, the benchmark really should be from like 8A to 10, and then from 10 to 14, because that's where the biggest amount of traffic is. It gets difficult to figure it out because, out of that 31-mile stretch, 8A up to 10 is a good 10, 15 miles. It's like half the distance. So, how to interpret that data from where you get on it. Really, it should be from 11 up through 14 is where the travel time should populate, because that'll give you a better estimation of what it is. Traffic expert. They pay high-priced attorneys and firms to do that kind of work. Let's go 80 east here. About 10 minutes, 15 to 287. Problem is, this is not where the traffic is. It's into Route 15 is what it is. It should be from exits to like 28 to what? I don't know. I don't get it. Still an hour at the George. Let's do this. 278 eastbound. They really have travel times there? Really? It's like about, what is that? Like 2 miles? Yeah. East here. There. South on 287. Again, because the times here, it doesn't populate the delay, but there are delays. The Turnpike to 78, that is a solid benchmark there. That's about a 20-minute backup. So that's a solid benchmark there. Those numbers, that works. It's about the only one that's worked here from what I'm looking at. Get me in the driver's seat, right? Parkway to the Turnpike. Yeah, this is another good benchmark too. It's going to run about a half an hour from the locals, from the express side. Local about 15. So Holland Tunnel, about 11 miles, about a 20-minute back up there. So there is just stuff everywhere. Again, friends, are watching Tri-State Traffic Show, continuous coverage of the traffic conditions around New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, until 9 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube. We thank you so much for dialing us up here this morning. Please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Picked up another subscriber yesterday. That's great news. We're at episode 92, going for 200 subscribers in 200 episodes. Let's see if we can go ahead and push that benchmark. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see. This is the city populated page here. So there's the flooding. Has a bit, well, Throgs Neck southbound ramps to the Cross Island. All that flooding out by the Throgs Neck Bridge is really what it is, and the LIE at Queens Boulevard, BLVD, right? Oh, come on, stop it. Here. It's going down a little bit on this side here. Maybe this drain opened up potentially. When that's the wake of these vehicles. But look at this. Don't know how you really clear that unless you get, well, there's this truck decided, wow, he's just going to be bold. That's a stupid move right there, because you don't know how heavy, you don't know how deep this water is here. Wow. That took some stones. Whoa. Hey, now. Keep it PG at least, right? Actually, that took Major Onions as New Jersey's own Bill Raftery. Major Onions. All right, so 8:42 is our time. It's just looking at those maps. My head is spinning from seeing all that red out there. This is the expressway in Queens, just east of the BQE. So that is going to be right in here, right there, Maspeth. I mean, you can't win. There's just nowhere for anybody to go. I mean, just look at all these. Look at this expressway, Gowanus. I mean, no, let's do this. Let's go to our 9-box camera. Let's see what we can find. Like I'm fishing. What is that shot? East Staten Island Expressway? That's Manhattan. I got the wrong camera in there. West Shore at Bloomfield Ave. It's not bad. There's the Outer Bridge Crossing. Still with some gray clouds here over Perth Amboy. I wonder if there's still some light showers cropping up. Staten Island Expressway at Clove is a disaster. Highland Midland is fine. At Richmond Avenue, that's a parking lot. Victory at Jersey Street. West Shore of Fresh Kills. Let's go to Brooklyn now. Oops. Oh, what is this now? Oh my gosh. What happened? We just lost the entire broadcast. Took me right off the air. Look at that. Oh my God. The belt here is sluggish at Bay 8th. Westbound is heavy at Flatbush. We can still see some showers or gray clouds still with us. There's the BQE getting up into the trench. The BQE are at Sackett parking lot off the Gowanus. Both ways, the BQE is heavy at the Brooklyn Bridge. Inbound BQE at Atlantic Avenue. This is almost one of these things. If you can work from home, just retool and come on back tomorrow. I mean, this is just awful. There's the inbound Gowanus at 37th. There's the BQE both ways at Metropolitan by the Williamsburg Bridge. Is just a wow. Let's see. Midtown 5th at 49, 734. Ed Koch coming off the bridge there, about 15 there. The FER Drive, just a mess from 127th down to 96th. At the Brooklyn Bridge, we're actually okay now this morning. Henry Hudson here at 125 is busy. South 96, we're okay. West Street, the Intrepid is kind of normal busy traffic for this time of the AM. Let's go here. Look at that Bruckner at the Bronx River going south. Oofa. West, southbound Bruckner coming out of the interchange to Castle Hill on the left is heavy. The BRP here at 174th Street. Looks like we've got something going on here. I see some flashing lights. Just don't know what direction that is, whether that's north or south. I'm going to take an educated guess that is south. It's a little tough to see through the trees. Let's see. Cross Bronx here at the Bronx River going west. What else is new there? Deegan at Willis beginning to dry up. Cross at Clay. Jerome, that's westbound to the George. You can see that's buried in traffic here out to the outbound George. The Deegan at 230th South is heavy both ways to Henry Hudson at 232. That actually is okay. We're going to quickly finish up these cameras. Got to get to John in the Weather Center this morning. Belt over by Cross Bay on the left. West is heavy there. BQE heading south here. Broadway is busy. Grand Central, disaster of 188. Midtown Tunnel is probably well over, probably almost an hour now. LIE both ways here at Queens Boulevard, just a mess. Jackie Robinson Forest Park is actually good. The Van Wyck at Hillside is heavy both ways there. This is the inbound side of the LIE now, getting into the Midtown Tunnel again, probably about an hour's time there. All right, so let's go to the comments here. Jeff Jensen joining us again. Yeah, JJJ. It's very wet, bud. Yep, absolutely. What a mess. I'm sure you had a busy overnight shift here this morning. Definitely tune in, JJ. JJ is in the driver's seat. He's in his own little traffic center on 1010 Winds and 880 WCBS News Radio 880. He does the overnights. He's the overnight commandant from midnight to 5. This guy's doing reports every 3 minutes. I mean, he does like 80 live reports every single night. So tune into JJ. Tune into JJ. Give him a call on the traffic tip line. Tell him you were told to call JJ and you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Please do. Somebody tonight definitely call JJ on the traffic tip line. I don't know what the number is, but you have to listen. But JJ is the best. He is the best out there. So definitely give him a listen on 880 and 1010 Winds. First report is at 12:01. Traffic on the ones. Here's Jeff Jensen. I can't remember who he's with on 1010 Winds. So was it Mario Vasquez and Lane Bajardi, I think, is the gentleman, and then with the great Levon Putney. If you're looking for, Levon Putney on 880, he is a one-man show. It is tremendous. It is probably the best, very entertaining, gives you what you need to know. Tune him in one morning for some great radio at 2 a.m. Fantastic stuff. Just is my favorite Levon, so we say hello to him. All right, so what we're going to do now is say hello to Mr. Rocco, who's been waiting in the weather center. He's like, Don, come on, keep me. So without any further delay, let's head to the weather center and Johnny Rocco. Good morning.
Good morning again, Don, and all of you watching at home on this Tuesday morning. Maybe a quick shower around this morning, but otherwise it's a beautiful afternoon we have coming up. No more rain for the rest of this week and only 9 days to go till the first day of autumn. Again, not a bad day today, upper 70s, low 80s. We have 83 in Trenton, 82 down in Camden, 80 for Millville, Wildwood at around 79 degrees, 79 as well up in the Sussex area. Over toward New York City, we have 82, 81 over toward White Plains, 80 for Islip, Long Island, and 79 up in Milford, Connecticut. And for tonight, we have temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Nice cool at 53 in Sussex for tonight, 60 down in Millville, 61 over toward Atlantic City, a little bit warmer in Wildwood at around 64, 63 up into New York City, 62 for Islip and Milford at around 61 degrees for tonight. Someone asked for the tropics update last week, so here is a look at the tropics. Not much going on. Earl and Danielle from last week are now gone. They are have-beens, and they are not currently impacting any regions. And over the next 5 days, only a 20% chance for tropical cyclone formation. So if you are traveling to any islands out there, the Bahamas or Bermuda, feel free to do so because there are no tropical threats anywhere in the Atlantic Basin in the immediate future. And over the next few days, we have a lot of sun over the next few days here going into the weekend. Upper 70s and low 80s for highs, lows mainly in the 50s with some 60s for those coastal regions. That's a look at your forecast. We'll send it back over to Don Smith for a look at your traffic.
Outstanding, Johnny. Thank you very much. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. Graphics look absolutely fantastic. I love it. Do an amazing job. And thank you so very, very much for all your hard work in putting this together with your colleagues there at the Weather Watcher Club at Rutgers University in Piscataway. So fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. We'll see John back here on the broadcast tomorrow at 7:15. And again, some of the reports today were a little bit shorter. We're just still trying to work out some of the digital logistics. I'm sure that is probably somebody's job title, digital logistics, right? As far as just the handshake between his systems and mine, trying to get everything loaded up. So hopefully we'll come up with a solution in the next couple of days to have these reports a little bit longer. I want Johnny to really extrapolate on some of the things he's getting into. I don't want to cut him short. So we'll work on that. But again, John, bravo, my friend. Thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow. Travels to Darley. Bravo to Darley as well. Thank her for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Wonderful program on Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Ocean TV's Journey. Darley-Newman.com is the place to find her wonderful program. Again, just a great program all across the board. And again, it's really the local end of things is really where she really excels in her programs. You know, really finds a local tour guide. Local coffee shop is what I'm just waiting for it to populate. But as I take the banner down, you can see Darley here. She loves finding these little local coffee shop gems. Sleeping Bird in Wilmington, Delaware. So that's where she is up next, is in Wilmington, Delaware. Look at that. Those cinnamon buns look absolutely amazing. Just delicious stuff there. So, yeah, always seems to find some sort of a local place to eat, drink, be merry, the whole thing. Very adventurous with her travels around the world. So again, it's really the local flavor of the destination that Darley is in is really what sets her program apart from all of the rest. So definitely check out Travels with Darley again on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Ocean TV's Journey, Darley-Newman.com for more information. She's in her 10th season and trying to see where she is back. She may be back at home base in New York City right now, getting ready to maybe head out on the road again. But we will keep you updated. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Darley's program, let me show you a short clip of. Let's see where we're going. Season 3 of Travels with Darley. Enjoy.
From driving one of the most famous highways in America.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
to exploring uncharted natural places in Wyoming and Martinique.
In Rio de Janeiro, they have Copacabana. Los Angeles, they have Venice Beach. And Martinique, you have Les Salines.
And we came to the right place.
Exactly, yes.
The next season of Travels with Darlie brings you the familiar and fascinating.
People ski here.
People do ski that amazingly.
They're like human clay.
Human clay.
Join me and charming local friends.
Great job. You're hired.
I could come intern here. And it all started right here
It
in
all
Ottawa.
started right here in little old Ottawa.
We welcomed Jerry Seinfeld and David Copperfield and Kenny Rogers and Jay Leno, and
A lot of talent has come through here. A lot of magic at this theater.
right where we're standing, the magic happened.
As we explore Wyoming, Illinois, the French Caribbean, and Hong Kong on a brand new season.
Cheers.
Cheers!
So this is a small sample of Travels with Darlie. Again, head to our website, darlie-newman.com. We thank DAR for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Now, we've got some other issues to talk to you about as it continues to be very busy here on a Tuesday morning. Let's kind of run down the incident page here for the next about 5-6 minutes or so. We're just going to do the incident page and we'll give you a last look of the maps here because, we're going to wrap up here in about the next 5 minutes. So now 35 is now shut down. Unfortunately, looks like somebody may have been struck here both ways out just past 33 in Neptune Township. So that is going to be basically in this area here, out by Springwood Avenue, just south of Bangs Avenue. So, hopefully that individual's okay, but now 35 is going to be shut. I have a feeling that's going to be an AI job there. Westbound, getting away from Jersey Avenue in Jersey City. We've got a crash there underneath the covered roadway, getting out to the Tunnel East Circle. So if you're heading to the airport, please go with the Bay Extension. Let's run down the New York City and Hudson Valley issues, Long Island issues. Let's see. Let's go north on the BQE at Queens Boulevard. A lane is down there with a crash. New England Thruway south at 18B. A crash there. Crash on the Grand Central westbound ramp to the LIE. We've got a lane down there. Cross County east in Mount Vernon. The shoulder is out. The Thruway in Harriman at 16. Crash there. Debris spill, New England Thruway north after 18B in White Plains. We'll maybe take a look at the camera there. Sprain, right lane is shut with injuries going north of Jackson Avenue in Greenberg. So, wow, it is just getting ugly out here. North on the Thruway for the Woodbury Toll Plaza. Eastbound LI at 64 at 112. We know about that. Westbound, shoulders out by 58. Way south at 15. That should have been taken off the list a while ago. Let's go to Connecticut now. See what we're running up against this morning. Pretty much just delays across the board. 95, 30 through 11, 30 through 6 really is what it comes down to. Merritt is heavy from 49 to 35. Whew. Ouch. Let's check in with our put the damn incident right on top of the camera. There we go. That's what it looked like earlier. This is going to be completely. Yeah, so the vehicle's gone. I get a feeling this, unless there's a hazmat situation, this may be wrapping up here shortly. So they may have just, I don't know if they shut down the LIE again. I don't think so. All right, so that's the 64 crash. I didn't even get into the first week of the NFL. A lot of the, one and done football pools. The pool that I'm in, half the pool was out after the first week, including the guy who's running it. Oh gosh. Yeah. Thought about taking the Denver, the Broncos, but they were in Seattle. That was a tough game, and Seattle just won it 17-16 last night. But so a lot of upsets per se for the first week. You know, I think the 49ers lost. Cincinnati definitely lost. Find anybody who can snap a football. These guys have been playing football all their lives for 15 years, and they can't even find anybody who can snap a football to kick an extra point. Insane. All right, so that was the crash there at 15. That's all shot, jacked, and tuned. You know, South Jersey is fine except for 4255. You know, this turnpike is just getting drilled here this morning from 11 all the way up to 14. Parkway is getting hit hard from basically the Driscoll Bridge all the way to 153. 208 is busy right from 208. 208 is heavy from 287 all the way into Paramus, the entire length there. Again, it's just all this whole section of northeastern Queens, western Nassau County got absolutely drilled with the rain and the flooding. There's just nowhere to go. I mean, look at this. You got stay home. I think to stay home is what it comes down to. All right, so let's do this. Let's run down our Hudson River crossings now as we're here at now. It's after 9 o'clock. Wow. Tunnels, an hour at the George, an hour at the Lincoln, 20 to 30 there at the Holland. We'll run down NJ Transit now. See what we got cooking there. Pascagoula Valley now is 910 arrival in your Oradell, broken down train. Northeast corridor, give yourself 15 to 20 through Jersey Avenue. A lot of schedule changes there. Same thing on the light rail in the Brick City. 15 here on the Hudson Bergen light rail. We go to Path now. Come on. General Square, 33rd Hoboken World Trade, resuming normal service. All right, we know about that. We go to the MTA. What, every line is delayed now or what? I mean, no, it's beginning to settle down. EFM&R. Signal issues to Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. All right, let's go to the rails. They're on or close. So, all right, friends, let's wrap it up here for a morning. And wow, what a morning it was. No, we're not having an earthquake. It's just the camera moves when I move the microphone sometimes. Yeah. So, wow. That's all I can say is what a busy morning here this morning. Again, traffic and weather always go together. I don't know. This may be one of the last mornings I'm able to wear the Hawaiian shirt. I don't know. It was fairly humid in here this morning. But anyway, I want to thank all of our wonderful folks that are watching here this morning. Alexandra, Anna, Tegan, Elizabeth, everybody else who's watching on the replay. We thank you so much. Again, like, subscribe the YouTube channel. Please do. Trying to get to 200 subscribers in 200 episodes. We're slowly marching our way that way. But just pass it along to everybody that you know. And ask them if they could subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also like us on Facebook at Tri-State Traffic Show. You can drop me a line at tristatetrafficshow@gmail.com if you'd like to drop us a line there. Also thank our wonderful sponsor, Travels with Darley, The Shaved Cave. Also Maxim Motor Cars out in Dover, New Jersey, and Ralph over at the Cranford Vinolaby and Creamery. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. And the biggest thanks goes to our Chief Meteorologist and Trainer, Mr. Jon Rocco. Thank you, sir. Wonderful job here. Amazing job with the graphics. Everything looks fantastic. I'm really excited to see where this goes. It's just a fantastic partnership with the fine folks over at Rutgers University in Piscataway at the Weather Watcher Club. And I'm excited to see some of your other colleagues join me here on the big broadcast as well. So thank you so much, sir. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:15. And speaking of that, we'll see all of you tomorrow beginning at 7 a.m. Thanks for watching. Drive safely. Be careful out there. Again, roadways are still very wet. It's going to dry up here, and it looks like we're going to have a nice stretch of weather here the next 48 hours plus. So anyway,